What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here again for another Manchester City transfer update, rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates for everybody to enjoy. So do subscribe if you are new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Less than 100 subs now away from 19k subscribers. Can we hit that in the next 24 hours? That would be brilliant. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. My Twitch link as well in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitch. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 400 likes once more is the aim for this video. And also, most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Without further ado, let's crack on with this video, and we're going to start off first with some contract news. Now we've got an update on the English trio at Manchester City: John Stones, Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling. Now Sam Lee at The Athletic is saying that Manchester City, they are working on new contracts for John Stones and Phil Foden, and Manchester City are very soon going to be offering Raheem Sterling a new contract at City as well. And this is also on top of yesterday's news that Ederson is going to be offered a new contract at Manchester City, which could well be a whopping 7-year deal. So there we go, good news. City certainly looking to try and turn their attention towards getting some of their players onto long-term deals. Now moving on to the outs, we've got an update on Liam Delap. Now Liam Delap, the situation is that Manchester City don't want to loan him. They want him to train in and around the first team squad. However, there seems to be lots of rumours circulating that he's going to leave out on loan, and it more than likely will be to the Championship. And Football League World, they've chipped in on this as well, and they're saying that Stoke City, they're increasingly confident that they can sign Liam Delap this summer on a season-long loan. I imagine they are trying to use their close ties with the Delap family to full advantage there, of course, with Rory Delap being Liam Delap's father, and looking to try and use them links to try and bring in Liam Delap. Now, I don't sit here and watch Stoke week in, week out, so I'm not too sure on what their style of play and philosophy. I will add that it was, 10 years ago, and I imagine there's still a perception out there that people still think that they play hoofball football and do long throws, and I can tell you right now that won't be the case. That's 10 years ago, okay? So I'm not too sure as to what their style of football would be and whether that would suit Liam Delap, and whether they play attacking football that would be kind of similar to what Manchester City play, which would get him used to playing that style of football to see how many goals he could score and how good he is playing up front and how many chances Stoke are going to create. Because the last thing you want is for him to be joining a negative defensive team that isn't going to score that many goals, that is going to struggle with his development and seeing much service. So we'll see. I have my doubts. I think he'll stay at Manchester City is what I think will happen. And if it comes to it, I think he might be loaned out in January. Now, moving on to an Aro Muric update, following on from yesterday's transfer update. Adana Demispor, we already learnt, are interested in signing Aro Muric, and it has been reported now by sources in Turkey saying that they are now close to signing Aro Muric, and it is going to be a loan. Apparently there is an agreement in principle for this loan. I was saying yesterday how I think Aro Muric, for the benefit of his career, would prefer or suit a permanent transfer rather than a loan, because I can just see him being loaned out season upon season until his contract is up, and then him being released by Manchester City, which I don't think helps his career and helps him to prosper. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, Yan Couto, let's speak about him. Record in Portugal. They're saying there's been some interest in him, and it's come from Braga in Portugal. And apparently he has been offered to Braga, and Braga have declined the offer to take up Yan Couto to sign him from Manchester City. The article didn't suggest if it was a permanent or loan transfer. I will tell you right now, I'm extremely confident that what will have been offered or would have been offered would be a loan deal rather than a permanent transfer, because Yan Couto is certainly one player to keep a very close eye on, that he could well be one of these players that heads out on loan for 2 or 3 seasons, then could come back to Manchester City and settle into our squad, because he's a top quality young player. So yeah, it's all about finding the right move for him, so we'll see where he ends up. Now, moving on to our final transfer of the outs. It wouldn't be a daily Manchester City transfer update without an Ivan Ilic update. We have another one. Here we go. Now, coming from sources in England, Mike McGrath at the Telegraph has been reporting that an €8 million move for Ivan Ilic to join Hellas Verona has progressed very recently, and he is looking to join them. There was no mention in the article of it being a loan with an obligation to buy. They were hinting that it was going to be a transfer for now, and it's going to be for €8 million. Of course, in yesterday's video, I was speaking about how it was going to be a season-long loan, and then it would be an obligation to buy next summer for €8 million. So it remains to be seen whether it is going to be a season-long loan and €8 million, or whether it's just going to be straight up €8 million this summer. Done, dusted, move on. There we go. And speaking of moving on, let's go to the ins. We've got a Harry Kane update. People were asking for it in my last video, so I've done some digging. There isn't really much out there. And that kind of is my update on Harry Kane. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said that he is expecting more developments on Harry Kane to Manchester City, but that will come next week when he is back in training with Tottenham Hotspur, which obviously is going to come next week and not this week. At this moment in time, it is quiet, and it's all quiet, and there is no update in terms of Harry Kane, so people were asking for it, so that's why I've included it in this video. Now, moving on to our final story, Jack Grealish. Let's speak about him. We've had some more developments on stories and things being reported out there. Now, to add a bit of reliability to what I was saying yesterday about Jack Grealish and Manchester City being confident of signing him, Martin Blackburn at The Sun, and I know I get Aston Villa fans commenting on my videos and laughing at sources, and they'll be saying it again, oh, it's The Sun, it's not reliable. I'll tell you right now, in terms of Manchester City reliability, they don't come much more reliable than Martin Blackburn for Manchester City News, and he is saying that Manchester City, they're becoming increasingly more confident of signing Jack Grealish, and in the last couple of days have stepped up their movements to try and sign Jack Grealish, and a bid could well come in the next few days. It is believed, like I was saying yesterday, that the initial bid, the first bid, will be £75 million. That will be turned down by Aston Villa, I'll tell you that right now. Aston Villa, in terms of a minimum fee, looking for around £100 million, and Man City will want that fee to be less than that, and so that's where the negotiations come into it, and Manchester City only have an upper hand in that negotiation if Jack Grealish says to Aston Villa that he wants to leave. And in terms of an update on that, Fabrizio Romano has carried on speaking. He has said that Manchester City are in contact with Aston Villa for Jack Grealish. Man City know that they've got personal terms ready and waiting for Jack Grealish to sign, and they're very confident that Jack Grealish will sign them. And I know Aston Villa have offered him a new contract, £200,000 a week. I'll tell you right now that, again, City can more than match £200,000 per week. So in terms of financing the deal and personal terms, it isn't a problem. The big problem we have is Jack Grealish leaving Aston Villa and Man City agreeing a fee with Aston Villa to get the transfer done. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said that this is an open situation. The deal is not done, so don't get too carried away. But Manchester City are preparing their offer. Aston Villa are preparing their offer as well. There is a counter offer, so they have Manchester City's offer and you have Aston Villa's offer. City will be a transfer, obviously. We don't have Jack Grealish. There we go, pointing out the obvious. And Aston Villa's offer to Jack Grealish is a new contract. So two offers on the table. Does he stay at Aston Villa? Does he join Manchester City? It's pretty much a simple equation there for the situation for Jack Grealish, and he does have a decision to come. Fabrizio Romano does add on that personal terms, like I said, wouldn't be a problem, but the fee is what we're dealing with Aston Villa, is where the complications come from. But Fabrizio Romano does also say that a decision will come next week for Jack Grealish as to whether he signs a new contract at Aston Villa or whether he decides to leave and push forward for a move to Manchester City. So next week looks like it's going to be a very busy week, not only for Manchester City and Aston Villa, but also for my channel as well. So things are starting to finally ignite and liven up here in terms of transfers involving Manchester City and incomings. I will keep my eyes and ears open for you guys, and I will of course keep you guys up to date with this transfer and all the other transfers first and fast for everybody to look forward to. So if you haven't already, do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 19k subscribers, less than 100 subs away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. My Twitch link also in the description below too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitch. I will be doing my first live stream this Sunday on Twitch for everybody to look forward to, speaking about all things Manchester City and all things transfers, and of course I'll be speaking about Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, so do go and follow me on there and have that live stream to look forward to for everybody to enjoy. Also leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 400 likes once more is the like goal, and also most importantly let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of these transfers. Jack Grealish being chased by Manchester City. Do you want him, yay or nay? Would you prefer Harry Kane? Do you want both? Let me know in the comments below. I'm also pretty interested in your thoughts on Liam Delap. Would you loan him or would you keep him at City and promote him to the first team and see how he gets along? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.